Hi guys, I'm back again with another review, and I decided I'd review my Freddie Mercury figure, which was made by Neca, and it is not only my first ever Neca toy review, but was my first ever Neca toy. There it is, as you can see, and I'll just show you the packaging. Well, it was like a blister pack, if you know what I mean. I kept the card. You can see a nice figure of the a nice picture of the figure. I always prefer it when companies opt and use the actual picture of the figure instead of the person, because it just gives it more depth in my opinion. Got that nice logo which inspired the pose I have him in, Freddie Mercury, some of his lyrics and what have you, or just doodles maybe. On the back here we have the exact same stuff except a picture of the figure and a little biography of it. And here we have another Freddie figure which I never actually saw in shops or anything. I wouldn't have minded getting it, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, this figure was made in 2006 and was released in 18-inch scale form and this scale. And in my reviews now I'll start rating my products. I'm also going to start measuring them, because it just seems appropriate, I suppose. I've got a tape measure here, and he is approximately 7.5 inches, just under 7.5 inches. So yeah, your average Neca scale figure, and I'll just move on to him now. His most noticeable accessory, in my opinion, is his display stand. It's very nice. It's a nice raised rectangle, which I like. It's plain but suits the figure. 2 pegs, something you don't normally see. It's only just 1 peg. And he didn't sign it, but I presume that's what his name would look like if he was to write it, and it looks very cool. What I don't like is if you get it in the right light, you can see these lines going down it. It's from the bottom here. It doesn't matter, it's still really cool and supports the figure very nicely. And his other accessory is, of course, his microphone. As you know, he wouldn't have a stand or anything, but he would hold it like this. As you can see, the paint has started to chip off a bit. This focuses in. There you go. You can see where the rough details were. Paint started to chip away, and yeah, this part is a nice flexible rubber to mimic the wiring. The microphone is removable and can easily be attached again. And it's a pretty weak silver rod, which isn't that good. And the paint has only recently started to chip off, so yeah, I'm not going to be taking it out of his hands every now and then, so yeah, still really cool. And now if I move on to the figure himself, as you can see, here he is. His head sculpt is really nice, I do like it. He's got a bit of markings on the left side of his head, as you can see here. I can get that off pretty easily, so yeah, there's nothing to worry about there. And if I bring him in a bit, I have to tilt him a bit just to get him at the right angle, sorry about that. Just focus in on him. He has a nice looking 5 o'clock shadow, almost. It looks really good. His moustache looks good. It's very realistic paintwork, so it looks like different shades of black and brown. His eyes are nicely done along with his eyebrows, and the hairline is also quite nicely done, as you can see, as that is what his hairline was like. And the hair, pretty basic, so not that much to talk about really, apart from it's nicely coloured in, and the ears are nicely sculpted as well. Moving on to his jacket, it is really nice. It's one of the best features of this figure. It's nicely painted. It's got like a kind of dirty wash to it, which looks nice, and it's got all this gold going across. It's like got dirty gold all over it. You can see it's on the arms as well. Looks very nice. He also has his buckles here. They're all painted very well, and this one even has a gap in it, which is cool. And the that thing that you'd put in the hole. And here we have the strap side. No holes in it, but no, it's alright. Nothing major. At least I think there's no holes in it. No, there isn't. And that looks very, very cool. And that pattern essentially stops here. And on the back you just got a plain yellow, once again with that dirty look, white line. And I like how his collar sticks up, but on the back it's a hard plastic, and on the front it's a soft plastic, so you can move his head around, so you can have him like that, make him look quite realistic. He has nice chest hair as well. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, they did it rather well. And the t-shirt I like. You can see how they sculpted all the lines in it to make it look like proper fabric. It's not painted, it's actually sculpted and looks very nice. And under here we have his belt, black buckle, and you can see all the holes and what have you. And I've never tried to, no, you can't lift it up and have a look at the back. No, doesn't matter. Similarly with his trousers, or pants if this is America, they've given like a nice white, like kind of starting base, and a dirty finish along the top, which looks quite effective. I think makes them look more realistic, along with all the nice looking creases and the zipper detailed nicely, the stripe, which could have been painted a lot better, but it's decent enough. And I like how they actually have pockets sculpted in. That looks very nice. He's got a bit of yellow right there, don't know where that came from, but so this side is a bit cleaner, I'd say, with the stripe, but as a whole I like it. His shoes are pretty cool. They also have like a dirty look to them, and they have detail on the bottom as well, as you can see there. Well, I don't know whether you can pick it up really, but oh, there you go. The peg hole as well, looks very cool. As far as his articulation goes, he has a kind of ball joint in his head. Oh wait, I never noticed that his head turns at 2 points, like from the neck and the actual head. That's pretty cool. Can't believe I never noticed that. He has detail, articulation in his arms. He just has a basic hinge which can opt as a 360 swivel as well, and then he has another 360 swivel in his hands. And I forgot to mention this, his hands are quite weird. They have this nice, like, they look nice, but the paint isn't that good. Looks kind of off compared to the rest of his body. Looks like a Lord of the Rings character or something. But you know what, as a whole it looks alright. Yeah, that's basically everything I can say about this figure. I'd highly recommend him if you could find him at the right price. I think this was like £18 when I got him, so yeah. I like how they had it in 2 scales, which is something I wish they still did. Like with their Scarface figures, you could buy the blue suit and the white suit in an 18-inch form or a 7-inch form. So I wish they did that with like their Batman figures and their Avengers figures, because they all look pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, that is my Freddie Mercury action figure by Queen. I hope you enjoyed my review. I would give him a probably a 7 out of 10, because he's really nicely detailed, and I'm one that goes for detail over articulation, so I don't mind the fact that he isn't that posable. Anyway, thanks for watching my review, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.